The TVWAN News is proudly brought
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello, I'm Jemima Sukbat with the news. In this edition, restoring public confidence in electoral process, amended bill passed, and China PNG mark 20-year friendship. Parliament has passed the Civil Aviation Amendment Bill 2022. The bill will give National Executive Council and the Minister powers to intervene in matters of the National Airports Corporation and the appointment of the NAC Managing Director and Board. Minister for Transport and Civil Aviation Walter Schnaubelt presented the bill on the floor in Friday's Parliament sitting. The Civil Aviation Amendment Bill 2022, passed on Tuesday, November 29th, was intentionally flawed by the National Airports Corporation, says Transport and Civil Aviation Minister Walter Schnaubelt.
It's a sad day for PNG when I, as Minister of Transport and Civil Aviation, have to return here today to pass another CASA Amendment Bill 2022, because FLC deliberately misplaced the National Airport Corporation Limited section of 147 from the previous bill I presented earlier this week. What we passed earlier during the week was section 143, which relates to New Sky Pacific Limited only.
The amendments gives powers to the National Executive Council and the Minister to intervene in matters of the NAC in compliance with safety and security and the appointment of the National Airports Corporation Managing Director and the Board.
The proposed bill is to include the new provision pertaining to the leave of absence of the directors of the Board, Section 147AC, resignation from office, Section 147AD, vacation of office, Section 147AE, appointment of Managing Director and Acting Managing Director, Section 147AF.
Schnaubelt said the government must take certain there are appropriate mechanisms in place to ensure entities within civil aviation comply with civil aviation safety and securities. Earlier in the week, Prime Minister James Marape commended the bill.
One of you been looking recently, and the Minister for Civil Aviation, he experienced him. And in this instance, Tupla company, the civil aviation sector, but you make a sample of state company too. Only operates all not all agency of state, and also our state-owned enterprises. I think our government is really looking at the reporting structure. Ultimately, these are state companies, state agencies. The place for the residual accountability comes back to the National Parliament.
Meanwhile, the opposition gave support to the Civil Aviation Amendment Bill. However, the Deputy Leader of Opposition expressed concern that it is a dangerous trend to be setting a precedent in amending bills. Morobe Governor Luther Wenge also called on Minister Schnaubelt to ensure that the amendments were in the best interest of the country.
You may already say boards got power. Now, this bill. You may rouse him over the power blow board, now you may put him go underneath the one plamantaso. And that is the minister. We are now setting a very dangerous precedent. Mr. Speaker. Politicians now, you may come inside law operation board members. What is the role of the chairman of the board, Mr. Speaker?
So, Mr. Speaker, I want to impress on the author of the bill, the minister, that whatever amendment that we endeavor to have it passed through this parliament must not serve for private interest. I'm not saying, Minister, your own interest. I'm not saying that. Make sure that that is not done to, that act is not used to save the interest of whoever that is trying to make a decision.
Transparency International PNG says restoring public confidence in the electoral process should be the aim of any reform. TIPNG made this known during its recently presented observation report of the 2022 national general elections. Transparency International PNG says strategies to improve the conduct of the national elections in PNG should focus on promoting transparency throughout the entirety of the 5-year electoral cycle. That means restoring public confidence in the electoral process. TIPNG says restoring public confidence in the electoral process must be given priority to improve the conduct of the next national general election.
Obviously, legal issues on dates and declarations, and this discussed extensively in the document around the special circumstances for declarations, as well as their extensions in accordance with the Constitution. And we also discussed media freedom within the political analysis section of the report.
Chairman of the Interdepartmental Electoral Committee and East Sipi Governor Alan Bird agrees.
There's a lack of trust in the electoral process, but I think it points even further than that. It's a lack of trust in all government institutions, and this decline in trust has actually occurred over a number of years, and it's not recent. And if you walk around in our communities, if you go to some of the suburbs or the villages or the settlements, you'll find a common trend in that there is a lack of trust for almost all government agencies.
Findings from the report indicated that the election continued a trend of deterioration in the quality, conduct and management of the elections, with reports of lack of enforcement action against people committing election offences and non-compliance with constitutional requirements. Madang Town does not have proper public car parks, including PMV bus stops. Madang Traffic Officer Sergeant Leo Ongan told this newsroom that many accidents have occurred where PMV buses and trucks ran over public because they are unable to park in proper spaces and allow passengers to board. Ongan said their task this morning was organizing PMV drivers to park in a small space where they had organized in town to collect passengers. He said this has resulted in an incident where a 17A bus ran over when the driver lost control. He also called on the town authority to build proper bus stop where passengers can sit and wait for the bus. This is TV1 News. More stories when we return after the break.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSP Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSP branch to register now. BSP Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Whether we're playing sport, exercising for fitness, being active for work or play, just having some fun, or just chilling, there is one name we can count on that we know will keep us going strong. Skell Rice. Healthy, nutritious, delicious medium grain rice full of vitamins and minerals. Skell helps us maintain a healthy, active lifestyle so we can enjoy every day.
Skell Rice. Skell Rice.
Susan, I want something.
And Sunshine Nutri-Strong. And Nupla Blue Pla packet Sunshine Milk.
Ah, Sunshine got new blue packet milk.
Yes, good lo walk him coffee, tea, na bake him scone too. Sunshine Nutri Strong. Scale lo make him Milo or milk belong all picking long drink too.
Nice, yeah.
Now Sunshine Nutri Strong. You got vitamins and minerals too.
Sunshine Nutri Strong, the new nutritious milk from Sunshine.
We see you, moving heaven and earth to progress forward. That is why we make sure that the reward you deserve is waiting to encourage you on your journey to success.
Open lens.
SB Lager was there for the birth of our nation. We cheered when we dominated the Pacific Games. And we were full of pride when the Hunters lifted the cup. SB Lager, cheers to 70 years.
Welcome back. The National Procurement Commission swore in 3 remaining district procurement committees at the NPC headquarters in Port Moresby on Friday. The 3 DPC were Sumcar in Madang Province, Okapa in Eastern Highlands, and Wapanamanda in Enga Province.
The swearing-in of the district procurement committees were presided over by Magistrate Gary Unjo from Waigani District Court. Also present at the ceremony was member for Sumcar, Alexander Suguman. Mr. Bolle explained that the program and the process manual is to ensure that those responsible adhere to the transparent and accountable systems to eliminate possibilities of corruption.
We got those program and process manual there that we have done. We have prepared for you. Last week the board has approved that one, so that is now a legal document that we can use. I did the one with the green cover, and also the good procurement manual. Those are the manuals, the good procurement principles used worldwide to so that we are not corrupt. If we don't follow that good procurement principles, the good procurement manual, and the procurement process, then we'll be criticized for being corrupt.
The members of the 3 committees recited their oaths together. The first committee to take the oath was the Wapenamanda district, followed by Okapa and Sumcar. Member for Sumcar, Alexander Suguman, spoke on behalf of his member colleagues who were not able to attend the swearing-in.
We have a limit of 5 million. It's a big money. One time, all man marriage I told mipla member mipla holy money or mipla kara money round long, mipla man maria. But now, I believe most of you new committee members appointed. You can understand that you have a very big responsibility. Money belong DDA mipla ba working decision. It comes back to you. You are in that position of power now.
The swearing-in ceremony was concluded with the handing over of the official seal to each of the DPC. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
This year marks the 20th anniversary of the China PNG friendship through the Chinese medical team deployment at the Port Moresby General Hospital, as well as other assistance to the health department. A small but significant ceremony was held on Friday at the Port Moresby General Hospital to celebrate the token of friendship between the 2 countries.
The 12th Chinese medical team presented medical equipment and consumables to the minimally invasive surgery to signify the friendship. Port Moresby General Hospital CEO Dr. Paki Malumi thanked the China government and the medical team for the uninterrupted support for the last 20 years.
Current team is the 12th medical team, so 20 years of uninterrupted service by the Chinese government to the people of Papua New Guinea. Till date, 117 members have worked at Port Moresby General Hospital in these last last 20 years.
Besides specialist medical service, the last team had also provided vaccination for the Chinese and PNG citizens and other nationalities during the COVID-19 pandemic.
They've also assisted in training of many Papua New Guineans in medical, in nursing and technical staff in specialized fields, including minimal invasive surgery. Our local teams are now able to perform minimal invasive surgery in urology and gastroenterology.
Chinese Ambassador Zheng Fanhua said the Chinese medical team based at Port Moresby General Hospital worked closely with local colleagues with excellent medical skills and training.
The work receives common
handover of the medical supplies and the unveiling of the friendship plaque concluded the event. Frida Kana, TVWAN News.
Kumura Foundation's Travel to Change fundraising coconut track team is returning today to Mount Hagen from Port Moresby, courtesy of PNG Air. The 15-man track team took on the famous coconut track from November 23rd to the 27th to raise 30,000 kina for a 60-room dormitory for orphans that are taken care of under the community program.
Kumura Foundation's Travel to Change track team are finally ready to return home after concluding their coconut trek on the 27th of November. PNG Air has sponsored tickets for the 15-man track team to return to Mount Hagen from Port Moresby today. During their stay in the nation's capital, the team was given a tour of PNG Air's engineering station, other facilities and their fleet at the Jackson's International Airport on Tuesday, the 29th of November. Vincent Kumura, the director of Kumura Foundation, thanked Christopher Lam and the management team of PNG Air for accepting their sponsorship request for the trekkers' return tickets to Mount Hagen. Furthermore, part of the trek team was hosted at the Hilton for a week courtesy of Hilton Port Moresby. The foundation used the hotel sports lounge for their Travel to Change capstone review program on Wednesday, December 30th. The team was also privileged to attend a two-day leadership conference at the Hilton by Voice Inc.'s Clean Generation team. The goal of the fundraising is to raise 300,000 kina towards the foundation's key educational projects in Gembogle, Simbu for 2023. The team returns to Simbu today while others will continue to trek to the different villages of Upper Bundi, Medang Province the next day. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
The PNG Fashion Festival Committee and the
PNG Fashion Festival Committee and Design Week Runway 22 was a gathering of cultural and creative intellect, a fusion of indigenous cultures, traditions and modernization. Despite the heavy downpour, this did not dampen the spirit of this auspicious event. Runway 22 delivered authenticity with the expression of heritage, cultural identity and of ancestral knowledge handed down from generations, with tribal designs and art forms that have survived for thousands of years, speaking of our ways as a people and existence. This platform and all the annual programs and activities combined is the biggest and the most successful industry development platform in Papua New Guinea and the Pacific region at large. It is internationally recognized for providing a truly inclusive platform that caters for all, regardless of gender, size, race, disability and social background level of education. The 2022 chapter of PNG Fashion and Design focuses on creative entrepreneurs in the micro to small and medium enterprises space and is themed Designing for Growth, Sustainable Value Creation for MSMEs. The MSMEs are the backbone of the PNG economy. Despite challenges and barriers faced, they continue to drive growth of sustainable platforms in our communities nationwide. This main event, the NGCB Runway 2022, celebrated the iconic 80s era and the role of the cultural creative industries and global popular culture through fashion design, music, art, dance, and more. The timeless 80s decade era fashion designs were honored by NGCB for their big, bold, and bright looks created from 6 very talented and well-known designers who stole the night with their amazing designs. The NGCB Runway 2022 was attended by fashion influencers, creators and advocates, and important speeches were delivered by Chairlady of PNG TPA and Fashion, Janet Sios, Sasha Silova of Black Creatives, naming rights sponsor NGCB trustee Elizabeth Bradshaw, and Motu Koita Chairman Daddy Toka Jr. Kaokiru Jr., TV1 News.
You're watching TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people. From the rich soils of the highlands, the finest coffee has been grown by generations of Papua New Guineans. Expertly blended and roasted with over 80 years of experience, making the finest cup of Nescafe New Guinea blend. PNG's own coffee.
Very superstitious writings on the wall. When you believe in things, but you don't understand that you're superstition ain't the way.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
At TISA, we've been the common thread in Papua New Guineans' lives for 50 years. At first, we were simply teachers helping teachers. And today, we're the largest savings and loan society in PNG, with members across our nation's public service and industries. It's an honor to be the common thread in so many lives. Not for profit, not for charity, but for service.
Welcome back. The 16th PNG Mining and Petroleum Investment Conference has started in Sydney, with Prime Minister James Marape reassuring investors that PNG is a destination to invest in, but urging them to also play at developing the country. It comes after a 3-year interruption brought by COVID-19. PNG Chamber of Mines and Petroleum President Anthony Smare says the future still looks bright for PNG resource sector, so it will be highly contested.
Over 1,000 financiers, exploration companies, government officials, landowners and business leaders attended the first day of the 16th conference in Sydney. It's been 3 years of uncertainty, but the stakeholders are happy to be back face-to-face in real time. Papua New Guinea's message to the world is the country has 5 major projects: Papua LNG project, Wafi Golpu, Pasca, the reopening of the Pogora gold mine and PNG gas. In a packed room, Prime Minister James Marape reassured delegates and investors of PNG as a potential destination for investment and development.
8 years, our economy is poised to go past 200 billion in economy. We are working towards that space. That increase features in a substantial way what in the back room of my office we write, there's a big 5-letter, 4 P's and 1 W. The first P stands for reopening of Pogra. The second P stands for the progress of Papua LNG. The third P stands for the sequencing of PNG beyond Papua LNG. And the fourth P stands for PASCA, maybe throw in Pandora and all the other stranded resources we have.
President of the PNG Chamber of Mines and Petroleum, Anthony Smare, says PNG's resource growth is over 30 million kina and is expected to grow with new opportunities for PNG. He politely expressed to long-time partners like Australia to continue participating in PNG's development, but also highlight future projects that could include China.
China is a very important partner of our country. It plays a significant role in our economy currently. It has interest in a number of our mining projects.